Hi, and welcome to this Business Solutions podcast and video interview. I'm Jim Roddy, the president of Jameson Publishing and Business Solutions Magazine. Thank you for joining us today. As always, we're here to provide actionable information on how VARs can sell more products, penetrate thriving vertical markets, and improve their business operations. We're coming to you today from the press room of the Synnex Spring Training Sales Conference being held at Skydome in Toronto. And today we're going to be talking with Mike Anderson. Mike is an account manager for distribution with HID Global. HID is a manufacturer of electronic access control readers, cards, and secure card issuance. Mike, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Mike, what I wanted to talk about was, and I don't mean to ask you this as a leading question to lead you into commercial, but talk about a couple products that you're seeing that are showing a real trend in physical security related to the IT reseller channel.
Sure. HID has traditionally been involved in physical access control through security dealers. What we're seeing as networks develop is a convergence into the IT world, where one of our products we offer now is called the Edge. Rather than having a card reader wired to a controller in a closet somewhere, we have a product that's an all-in-one reader controller that plugs directly into the end user's network. And to program that unit, you type in the IP address of our Edge device and log directly into the unit and program it with its embedded software. What's nice about this product is you no longer have to do all of the wiring from a reader or from a door back to a controller, and everything is done right at the reader. And if the customer has power over Ethernet capability, they don't even have to run a separate power supply. Everything can be done right at the door. You plug it into the network, and you're ready to go. And I think IT resellers will find this very beneficial because now they don't have to worry about all of the extra things that go into an access control installation. They can concentrate on getting everything taken care of at the door, putting it on the network, and they're ready to go.
Got it. So this is an easier technology for a reseller to break into, because before they had to learn, like you said, all the wiring and things of that nature.
Well, I would think for an IT reseller, it gives them an easier way. It breaks down a barrier to entry essentially by putting everything right at the door and plugging it into the network, which they're most familiar with.
Got it. And so what do you think would be a good first step for somebody who wanted to learn more about this, get into the market, besides contacting a vendor like yourself or a distributor?
I would say go to our website or give us a call, and we'd be happy to talk them through it and explain it in a little bit more detail. Go through one of our training sessions, watch our video online, and it'll all start to make sense at that point.
So I guess the message is there are a lot of tools out there for resellers to get into. If someone's listening to this or watching it and saying, boy, that sounds interesting, you don't have to go it alone. That's one of the themes when we talk with vendors and distributors. They're looking for resellers to contact them more often. These are calls that you guys are welcome to take, and you want to provide as many tools as you can.
Oh, absolutely, because it's really a brand new market for us. As I'd said, we traditionally were dealing with security dealers, and now it's a whole new market for us dealing with IT resellers, and they bring a little something different to the table with their network expertise, and with their network expertise and our expertise in access control, it's a nice mix, and we can really move forward together.
Got it. You mentioned about new markets. This is physical security, getting into it a little more. If you can talk for about 60 seconds, what new markets are you seeing resellers getting into that are good markets at this time in this tough economy?
Right now, I would have to say the government sector, primarily because the private sector is still a little nervous, cautious, and primarily in the U.S. with the influx of funds from the stimulus packages, and I think that's the area where we're going to break out of this most quickly is spending those funds on government projects and infrastructure.
Got it. Great, Mike. Thank you. And that's kind of a theme that we've heard here today in terms of a vertical market that VARs should be looking into. Being government, there's obviously a lot of steps you'd have to get into. Our magazine has provided a lot of information on resellers who are successfully selling into government. Another message at this conference has been diversification. VARs should get into different vertical markets, sell different products within those vertical markets in order to be more successful. So that's all the time we have for today, and hopefully this podcast has given you some additional information that you can apply for your business. Before we go, I want to say thanks again to Mike Anderson for joining us today. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you.
And also want to say thank you to Synnex for inviting us to this spring training sales conference. Business Solutions is the only media outlet here, and we appreciate Synnex affording us this opportunity to have great exclusive interviews like the one that you just either watched or listened to. And thanks to you so much for listening and watching. Our goal at Business Solutions is to provide growth strategies for the IT channel. For more information, please go to our website at www.bsminfo.com.